played our best. They took advantage of it. Obviously, we built a lead there in the second half. Close to 20, I think 19. They just kept playing and plugging along. They made some big shots. We just couldn't sustain that run for a little bit, but credit to our guys. These are situations we faced a number of times during the season where you've got a lead. Maybe a play here and there could have just flipped the game, but our guys just stuck with it. Despite I think maybe mostly having kind of a off night. Some individually, some collectively. But we found sparks throughout the game. Enough sparks throughout the game to build a lead, keep a lead, and come away with a victory. But another awesome, fun game in front of our crowd. The crowd was awesome tonight. They've been fueling us with a lot of energy. I know there was a lot of people here to see Ja from Murray State. That's so cool to see. I mean, to witness, his rookie year and all that he's doing. That's such great support. Hopefully, we've got Ja fans, Murray State fans, Grizzlies fans, all kind of coming together. But truthfully, like our fans have been unbelievable. I know they're going to be out full force even on Monday, for the MLK game. So, obviously that energy really helped us. We needed that. We needed to find a spark, players-wise, fan-wise. Everyone contributed tonight for this win.
Hey, Coach, early in the second period, Jaren went down with 3 fouls. Dylan went down with 3 fouls. You had other people, Grayson, come in and contribute. It was a complete team win today.
Huge team win. I mean, I told the guys afterwards, obviously as a team, we probably, collectively didn't really have it. Certain guys did, and certain guys maybe have been a little off. But we found a lineup there in the second quarter. I think even Jay played some 4 for a stretch there. But, I'm using the word spark. We needed that. We knew that we were going to probably need that coming to this game. Long stretch at home. The guys are just continuing to fight. They're competing. They're expelling a lot of energy night in, night out. But for them to find that in that second quarter, I mean, I think we were maybe down double digits to get it down to 2 as, not so good as we were playing. And then to come out and, I think it was kind of back and forth early, but then we just hit a stride. So huge for our bench to come in. I thought Brandon was great. Grayson was great. Jonas was huge for us in the first half. We switched lineups, matchups. I thought Jay, may not have the biggest scoring night, but he was a plus 20. I mean, he was huge, setting a tone, steals and rebounds and all that. So overall, like you said, it's a team win. It comes in different forms and fashions. Definitely one that we probably haven't seen up to this point in the season. But credit to these guys. Like, these are maybe moments earlier in the year where, maybe we couldn't have figured it out. So this was definitely one of those, hey, we just got to figure it out. And the guys did.
7 straight and 14 of 20. Given how young this team is, where it started in October and November, is it surreal at all for you to see this team win 7 straight and just see how much improvement there have been in a relatively short period of time?
Yeah, I mean, as I've said all along, obviously, hopefully, all the work that you put into it, the effort, the togetherness, more often than not leads to good things, which is obviously victories. But for us, looking back at this, recent stretch, I think we've talked a lot about, our growth. You talk about situational growth. You talk about individual growth, especially collective growth, how so many different guys are contributing. You can plug a different guy in here, and they're going to, make an impact on, on the floor one way or the other, offense or defense. But we've taken huge strides. I mean, so much learning from just how we want to execute in certain situations, how we can be consistent, night in and night out. And I think, once we turn the corner, Jan 1, talking about a mentality, like what's our edge when we come into these games. And I think it took us a while to figure that out. And once you come in with that mentality and that edge and how you want to play, and, it's great that we've won 7 in a row and whatever you quoted, 14 out of 20. Hopefully that's a reflection of all the work that they're doing. So, who knows what's going to come the next game. But if we just keep focusing on those little simple things, our core traits, it leads to more good things in the future.
With the way that Jay played today, just another example of just him being a leader in this locker room with how when he plays well like this, the guys feed off that energy.
Yeah, big time. Obviously, through his play, I thought it was great. He was pulling guys in and, timeout situations, huddle situations, getting us organized, communicating coverages, just keeping our guys focused on just the next play. And I thought there was a couple timeouts when I went in there, and it was him, it was Ja, it was Jonas, it was even JJ, like different guys just speaking up about hey, we just got to find a way, just keep plugging along. But obviously he was huge for us tonight. I thought his play, especially defensively, helped us create a lot of those sparks that I was talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna probably cop out on this one. All of us unselfish assist. You know, it's he does it in so many different fashions. It's early assists, it's late assists, it's highlight assists, it's the non-highlight assist. But the fact that he just, feels our pace, feels our togetherness, everyone just kind of feeds off of that, and they've all embraced that mentality. Obviously he's got so many highlights. You could just run a laundry list, but at the top for me, it's just his unselfish play.
Coach, in the third quarter, Grayson Allen came in the spot where Kyle Anderson normally comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Was that in response to a matchup with the Cavs or from Grayson's strong first half or another reason?
Yeah, I mean, as we've been kind of managing these lineups game in and game out, I just felt like we were at kind of a little tipping point, and I thought Grayson was really, really good in the first half, so I wanted to kind of give him the shot at it. And, by the time we kind of finished the third quarter, just kind of got into our fourth quarter subs. So, for the most part, it can be tough, but trying to manage 11 guys, we've done it, well for certain times. But I felt tonight, just Grayson in the first half, he, played great.
On that same note, Coach, you typically been closing games with Jaren. You had JV out there for most of the fourth quarter. What was JV doing that made you want to keep him out there?
Yeah, I thought just, JV just kind of protecting the paint. This was a team that really, feasted on, paint scores. I thought he was huge for us for the majority of the night, 18 rebounds. I mean, that was big. This is a team, even though Thompson wasn't in there to finish the game, we just knew that, that we needed someone in the middle, and he was getting 18 rebounds. So I just kind of rolled with that hand. I thought he was playing well, and, sometimes you just got to make a gut, call in certain lineups at the end, and, kind of went with that.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Great. Thank you, everyone.